Hi guys, my name is Annie and I'm a Christian homeschooling mum here in South Australia. We have 4 kids and we live on a hobby farm here in the Adelaide Hills. I would love to show you today what we are doing this year for the subject of Bible. So when the kids get up in the morning, they have their quiet time with the Lord in their room. To encourage that, they either have their Bible or we use a Yoto card for those that can't read. So during breakfast, we like to do a family read aloud. So the ones that I have got scheduled this year is Amos' Adventure, which is the story of Easter. This is a really great author. He's done many books. I've got a number of his books. However, we've just got 2 scheduled this year. This has been a great lead up to Easter as we did Lent this year, and then this one here will be an Advent Christmassy one. We've also got The Promise and the Light under the Christmas book and Trial and Triumph, about a lot of missionaries and church history, famous people. Lots of short little stories. We've also got The Pilgrim's Progress as a Yoto card. So at the start of the year when I purchase my books, I don't always have enough for the physical book. And also keeping in mind that sometimes in the mornings we can run out of time where, maybe I'm actually needing to eat breakfast and can't read aloud, for example. So we've got a few Yoto cards that we'll be able to just put in our Yoto players and it will read aloud for us. I will do a future video on how we use our Yoto cards in our homeschool. So stay tuned for that. They have been amazing and very helpful. So to follow on from there, the children then actually do a Bible lesson. So at our church, we follow a curriculum for our Sunday school class called Generations of Grace. It is a 3-year Sunday school curriculum. It is so thorough. And I'll give you an example. Here's an example of what the children might do, say, during the Sunday school program. And then we have the family devotional at home. And so it gives us, what the different lessons are each day of the week. And then they will follow up the next sort of passage after day 5 is whatever they're doing for Sunday school. And so it's really good because it builds on what they've learnt in Sunday school, and it puts anything in between, any verses that have been or stories that have been missed out. If some of the Sunday school lessons maybe only just focused on some of the main stories, and it's very open and going. So you've got it right here. There's discussion. It's been amazing for actually all the ages. So I find that so helpful because then Sunday school becomes something that, builds on what we already do at home. The curriculum also comes with a, colouring book. So all the kids have colouring books and they can just colour in as they hear the stories. The other thing that we have done has been, this is like a sort of like a really gentle, easy way to start journaling. So I bought these undated diaries. They are just like A4 from Officeworks, and we put in the dates as we go. So we'll start the week and we'll just write the date, and then the kids just write out something that they've learnt for that particular day. And so if we miss a day, we miss a day. But this is something that we used a bit more last year, and can still use it on and off. But it just sort of creates a good start to how to journal. So they both got one of those, and we can use that when we want to. I love it how it's undated. So when the seasons get hard and all we have time for is this, or we want to have more of a gentle approach at the start of the year, we can always add something like that in later. To complement the learning of our family devotionals, we have a few resources. So it's images and maps. So here's our image books and here is our map book. So I got this with another curriculum, which I used a few years ago, and have just kept the best parts of that curriculum and kept using what we love. So the atlas obviously is great as we go through the stories to sort of show on the maps, where the stories are taking place, where the people are moving, where the battles are happening. It's got a few images in there as well, some real life photos. So that's been really good. And that's map work is like quite huge in the Charlotte Mason sort of philosophy. So I do constantly refer to maps, and it's actually been really good because the kids have then grasped as they learn the world map where different things are quite quickly. So that's been helpful. And then we've got all the Dior images. So it's Old Testament and New Testament and just big, beautiful pictures. And for those that are like more, learn more from images, that's been really good. Just to sort of keep it open. There will be some images that I don't choose to show at this age. So we do just have a quick look at it before we do look at, like, open it up for the kids. But yeah, that's that. And then on top of that, we have a separate time in our day where I do some reading from a basket of books. I like to go through one of these. I love this book. We've been through it a number of times now. I've recommended it to so many people. It's one of my, I reckon it's my favorite children's devotional to do as a family. It is so practical. If I can skip through to the contents to sort of see some of the things that it goes through, just the really, those really simple but hard questions that kids ask. I feel like this is just so good at answering so much of that. Talking about so many parts of theology and parts of why we do things and really answering that from a biblical lens. It's even been really great for us just to be able to think through why we do what we do, why we go to church, how can we worship God in church, about baptism, Holy Communion. Just so many parts about God, who he is, who he isn't, and why, and what the Bible says. So it's been really foundational. So look, I might do about 3 of those lessons a week. We also have this book here. Some people might remember this book from growing up years ago. It's quite an old book. Now this is our going away on holidays, school holidays, when life gets really busy book. Just a quick open, say it, and then a few questions at the end. Super quick, super simple. We've also used it at nighttime as well, just before the kids go to bed. So just, really simple, really easy, good quality book. So, and then I finally just wanted to finish off with the children's Bible that we got for now our eldest. So beautiful Bible. I was looking and searching for a really good Bible. So love this one. We really wanted it to be the ESV as well. So this has got like a few pictures, but really, really easy for those early readers. She's able to read everything herself. Love picture Bibles and stuff, but what we were finding is that, the kids couldn't find the actual verse in their other Bibles that were, more just picking out the main stories and stuff in the Bible. So this one's been really good. There's a bit more information of it there. Can take it to church, can find, exactly where the Psalms are, exactly where the verse is, and follow it along word for word. So that's been good. So I do also want to show you what's in our hymn study and our Bible verses. I'm going to save that for another video where we go through everything that we do for our memory work. So stay tuned.